Welcome, 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 Pink Ocean family. I am so happy to be here with you guys today. Today's topic is who heals the healer? The motivation is self-care and healing. Last week we had an amazing time. I thank the people that were pressing the likes. You guys are amazing and I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. A healer is a very broad topic. It could be anyone from spiritualists, holistic healers, caregivers, and even the strong friend. Sometimes you're just so focused on other people, you completely forget to breathe. So I'm giving you guys a chance to breathe today and get a chance to relax. I am giving you my energy of relaxation today. No matter what you're doing, you can find a second or two to just wind down. Take a second to pause, breathe, and get a sense of calm so we can recalibrate and keep on going. Before we start off, we're going to do a little calming prayer because I know for me, we have a lot of people doing little things in the background. They think we don't sense the energy. They think we don't see the actions. But if you are a healer, oh, trust me, you're going to make that connection. And you're going to pinpoint exactly who is, how can we say, either imitating your energy or manipulating your energy. I call those people energy vampires, and I see them. The more the merrier. Your energy cannot affect my energy. My energy it sustains on its own. Let's start off. Holy Spirit and ancestors, protect our coming and our going as we seek your guidance and truth. Guard us, mind, body, and soul from every intentions against your will. Guard us from everyone and anything that is trying to manipulate, distort, and pull our energy away from your will. Know that you are God, know that you are great, and there is no one greater. All right, Ashe, Ashe. Who heals the healer? This is a very powerful question that explores the emotional and the spiritual and daily realities that are faced by those who are dedicated to help others. The empaths that have deep empathy for others, that focus on meeting the needs of others. We have different types of healers, and they can come in the medical form of a medical practitioner, therapist, coach, or counselors. But today we are going to be focusing on alternative healers and our everyday healers. The spiritualists, which we know they come in many forms. The traditional healer, energetic healer, holistic healers, caregivers, which I mentioned before. So if you give care, whether at work, whether in your home, whether to your partners, whether to your friends, you are considered a healer. If they come to you for everything, they come to you for guidance, they come to you for tips and advice, you are considered a healer. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You have been healing people physically, energetically, whether knowingly or unknowingly. The strong friend, you are considered a healer. You may not realize it because everyone has been coming to you for everything. They come to you because they look at you as the person that can keep it together when everything else is falling apart. So you, the strong friend, you have been healing everyone around you, whether you know this or not. And I want you to know that I appreciate you. You may not know me, I may not know you, but I am good at reading energy. Okay? And I want you to know that you are appreciated more ways than one. And if anybody has not said anything to you, you have people that just keep coming to you, I want you to know that I appreciate you. You have people that they just like to be able to depend on you. They may not tell you that they appreciate you. I want you to know that I appreciate you. Okay? Because I can very much relate. I have, how can we say, developed ways of, even in those moments when people keep coming to me, I can say, I love you, I care for you, I hear you, but let me take care of this first, and then I'll handle that situation for you. Unless it's an emergency, I gotta focus on me. I also have the energy and strength where if somebody needs me and I can feel the energy of it's something dire, but they're being so strong that they don't know how to ask for help, but they'll just throw it out there. Those people I will definitely focus on, just so they understand that they're heard. But then you also have some of those people where they're just so used to just throwing their problems onto other people. It becomes so natural to them just to say, here, or I need help with this, just take care of this. So that will in turn leave them to be codependent on your energy in their time of need. And I am actually pretty good. I will say I'm pretty good at not allowing those people to be codependent, because I want each and every person that comes in my energy to be able to master how, or not even master, but to start to develop ways of being able to cope through stress. I like to make sure those people are guided in their own path of self-healing and self-discovery. Because some people are just used to they're getting the problems thrown on them. Once they find someone they can depend on, they just throw the problem on that person, not realizing that they're doing the same exact thing. The first discussion point that we're going to have today is the inevitable weight of healing. This is just exactly what I just discussed. People don't realize that they're throwing their weight on you. But sometimes you have to point it out to them in a respectful manner. Like, hey, listen, I have friends and family that they know I'm good at fixing a problem. I can feel the energy of what needs to be fixed, where it needs to go, what needs to happen. So they're used to just quick to call me to say, hey, I have this situation, can you take care of it? There could be a good handful of people around, but because they're so used to depending on your, how can we say it? They are used to depending on your trust and guidance in getting the job done. You can easily be that person's shoulder to cry on with every single thing. And they're not understanding that they are actually projecting their weight onto you, their energetic weight onto you. And you may not be that person that knows how to quickly release that energy. So it becomes a weight on it in turn become a weight onto yourself. So society often assume the healer is okay. One of my phrases growing up, no matter what is going on, and I didn't realize that I was doing it, where no matter what is going on, no matter how much the pressure is on me, no matter how much people are coming to me with advice, imagine you being that kid with an old soul that even the adults in your world is coming to you with every problem. Hey, Pink, how do you solve this? Hey, Pink, how do you do this? Hey, I just got this. How do you take care of this? Because you are just used to quick to solving problems. You're quick to seeing the bigger picture to a small situation. So they're always assuming that you're okay, you're fine. Despite you being the younger person, they won't look at you like you're the younger person because you are usually taking care of them, making sure they're okay. And in turn, as you get older, you become the caregiver, knowingly or unknowingly. So my favorite phrase growing up used to be, oh, I'm fine. Everything is fine. And no matter what is going on, that's what I'm repeating. And it's, oh, I'm fine. Everything is fine. I'll be fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. And I realized it's not fine for people to throw all their problems on you. Okay? It's not fine. So you have to learn how to be able to say, all right, you know what? I need a few minutes to wind down from what I just had to take care of. And then I can help you with that. You can say it with a smile. Because I know some people, when the weight just keep piling up, just keep piling on your shoulder, you can be a little frustrated, but you don't show that you're frustrated. But then your response is starting to get a little quick, a little, how can we say, a little snippy, a little smirky. And in your energy, you're fine. But you start to react in that way, not realizing that's how you're reacting. And people starting to look at you like, what is wrong with them? What is wrong with that person? But you're just moving in motion. You are on autopilot. That's what I call it. Autopilot. You're operating in life on autopilot because you're just so used to everybody bringing everything to you. You're used to seeing the bigger picture. And if you see a problem that is about to turn into a bigger problem, you can quick to intercept it and to solve that problem so we can all keep on moving. People don't know what you're doing. They don't realize what you're doing. But you know the thought process behind your plan. So remember, when life is getting rough, even though you always look calm, cool, and collected, don't be afraid to say, hey, how you doing? I know you're bringing this to me, but let's take a step back for a second. When do you need the problem solved by? Ask those questions, how you can resolve the problem, when they need the problem resolved by. I know some people, they will be like, I need to solve now. Is it aligned with what you're trying to do? Ask yourself that question. If you have something to take care of, is it aligned with what you're trying to take care of? If not, then you know what? Let them know. Give them a time then where you're going to take care of it. This also goes hand in hand with the pressure to always being strong, which can lead to you sometimes self-isolating. If you are a healer, you know that taking time to yourself is not a bad thing, but taking too much time to yourself can be a detriment to your own self-growth. So the pressure to always being strong can lead to you breaking down and not wanting to deal with people too much. We do need people around us, but we also have to discern, is this energy what I need around me right now? Which also in turn make you hesitant to burden or turn to others with your struggles. So I want you to know and understand that you are human too. And if you have things going on, even though everybody's bringing their problems to you, I know it can make you feel overwhelmed and look at situations as, well, you know what? If they're all bringing their problems and issues to me, how can I bring my concerns and problems to them? Listen, do me a favor. I want you to understand that, again, you are human. You have the right and the say-so to be able to express your struggles and your concerns. And the best way to determine if these people or the people around you are able to assist you with those situations is by finding the courage to just bring it straight to them. I know there's not a lot of people that you can depend on or trust, but if you know you brought it to people that you know and care about, and they are not able to assist you in that moment, guess what? Start looking for other resources. You won't know that you need other resources if you do not first bring the problem to the people around you. Listen, those people bring their problems to you. Why not be able to see if they're able to assist with the situation the way you would handle it? But keep in mind, not everyone operate the same way you would operate. Not everyone will deal with problems and concerns the same way you will deal with them. So you do have to give them the grace to see what they are capable of doing in their own way. They are human as well. So don't be hesitant to speak up or talk to others about your problems and concerns. They in turn become a weight on your shoulder, which can in turn be emotional exhaustion. And emotional exhaustion is a heavy burden to bear. And when you as a healer start to weigh on those emotional exhaustion, you are not able to help the people around you the best way that you know how to help them. So please, please, please take the time to de-stress. Get some of the problems that you have or going through off your chest so that you can continue to keep on going and helping other people the way you need the help. And if anybody have not told you, I love you, I care for you, I want you to be able to find a source of, how can we say it? Find a source to get a sense of calm and de-stress so that you can keep on being the loving and caring self that you are. So there's a lot of people around you, including myself, that I know that you need this. So I am here to make sure I'm doing my part by helping you find the common ground so that you can keep moving. And there's a lot of myths of being invincible or being the strong one carrying the weight on your shoulder. A lot of healers, they often feel guilty when they need help. They feel a sense of shame by even bringing their problems to those people because, again, they'll look at those folks that they decide to ask for help as people that they need my help. How can they help me? Just by having a conversation, just by being around others, by connecting energies, you can start to find the solution to your problems. And you won't know that unless you start making that first connection. You feel guilty. That's fine. You can feel how you need to feel. And if they didn't give you the help that you need, you'll know the sources, the next source to take. Because you sitting in that moment of lack of help is not going to help you progress in this world. All right? I understand that inadequate support can harm your own well-being. So please take the time to find the sources that you need. If there's no people around you that can help you, remember there's a lot of chat systems that you can type your question in and receive the next steps on what you need to do, because you're not going to receive the help that you need unless you take the first step. And if you can't find the comfort in the people around you, remember, God is always covering you no matter what. A perfect example, I had a lot going on today as far as me making sure that I check off my checklist of things to do. There's a lot of things that I forgot. My computer, I didn't even plug it into charge last night. But the reality is, Spirit tapped me on the shoulder, nudged me, and say, hey, you have a whole TV that has all the features that's on your computer. So my computer was not charged, but my TV has everything else on it that I can utilize. I completely forgot about it because I don't really watch TV like that. I'll maybe watch a sermon or something, but I don't really watch TV. I'm usually keeping active and busy, or I'm reading something, or I am on the computer or phone taking care of business. So TV is not really a must for me. But guess what? Today, Spirit says, first of all, how did I realize that I had the TV? The remote fell. The TV's turned on by itself, and the whole YOUTUBE turned on by itself. Spirit is like, hey, look at me. And I said, you know what? All right, thank you for the covering, God. Thank you for the covering, because I completely forgot about that. So no matter what you're going through, if you are a healer, you're going to get a nudge of your next step to take. You forgot something, you forgot to take care of a situation. You can have a whole checklist and you may forget, all right, or maybe skip over an item on your checklist by accident. Spirit is going to always give you that nudge. I definitely got my nudge today, and I was so thankful for that. So don't ever think you are ever alone. You always have a covering, especially if you are a healer, someone that takes care of others. But I want you to never forget, don't forget to make the time to take care of you. And don't feel selfish about it. Everybody is so used to depending on you as the healer, they forget to ask you, are you okay? Do you need some help? All right, and being vulnerable is not a weakness. It is a myth that is a weakness. It is a sacred right to be able to reach out and depend on everyone else or other people besides yourself. One man is not an island, and you are human too. Remember that. I know sometimes it is difficult asking for help, but I want you to remember that you deserve that help as well, just as much as you help other people. Do not struggle in silence. Do not allow others to make you struggle in silence. And I say that meaning that I know sometimes you go to other people and they're full of attitude. They're giving you a little snide remark as, don't you have the answer? Don't you know how to solve the problem? A lot of these people are sometimes bothered by how strong you are because they don't have that strength within themselves. And I want you to know that. Do not struggle in silence. Reach out. Say, listen, if you need a problem solved, ask them the question just as much as they will come to you and ask you a question. Okay? Don't feel bad about it. You are loved. You deserve care just like anybody else. And if you know, especially, you take care of everyone, from your kids, from your parents, from your friends, from the people that you work with. So don't you ever feel bad about that. Okay? So I want you to know, burnout and compassion fatigue is a real thing. Emotional exhaustion can turn into you being numb to not having the lack of help. It will make you feel sometimes detached or overworked. And I understand feeling like you have no one. So just remember, there's always help around. Whether it is spiritual help, whether God will send someone in the right time, at the right place, to give you a helping hand. I remember one time, listen, I had a nice car, and I believe I hit a pothole at some point. My whole ball joint just snapped. The whole wheel snapped, and it was not an older car. And I am by myself, and I'm trying to figure out, first of all, the whole situation was, I'm going straight. This person is merging on. They are quickly and steadily merging on. And me now, I quickly looked to my left to see if anybody was there. I was all clear, and I quickly averted this person trying to merge on. They were going to make direct contact with me. And by God's grace, the whole highway to my left, both lanes were completely empty. There were cars, but there were about 3 to 4 cars back. So I was able to merge to the left towards the barricade. And guess what? The wheel snapped. The whole front wheel snapped off. And I avoided the barricade. I avoided hitting the barricade. Come to find out later, me trying to get to where I'm going, God was preventing me from getting over there to avoid another problem. Me, I see this problem to my right, and I quickly scanned the whole scene to avoid this person quickly merging onto the highway. And I'm like, everything happens so fast, but you know, when you are a healer, you can see everything slowing down in time, and you're able to assess what's going on. I quickly saw that there was nobody 2 lanes to my left. But I saw this person to my right quickly merging into me. I quickly made my exit to the left to merge over. My wheel snapped. That means my car was not moving at that point, but it moved enough to get me to the barricade. And in that moment, I know my car was not moving. It wasn't going anywhere. So remember, I hit a bump at some point. I didn't think nothing of it. So this is where God is going to cover you no matter what is going on. So don't ever think that you are by yourself. Don't ever think that you won't have help. God will send the right people at the right time. And remember, there's 4 car space empty behind me. And I merged to the barricade. And I did not touch that barricade. My car was about this much away from the barricade. So there was no other damage unto my car besides the wheel snapping. And a young lady, God bless her soul, she stopped. She was shocked with what happened as well. And she came out her car. She pulled in front of my car, sitting at the barricade. She was like, "Do you need some help? I can call." She called the cops for me and everything, because I was in such shock. I didn't know how to make the move from that. And I'm a person that's usually finding a quick solution. So that was God's way of slowing me down as well, to say, hey, take a break. I'm going to cover you. The cops showed up. They were able to assess everything. I did not hit anyone else around me. So this person is quickly merging onto me to make direct contact. I avoided them. And I avoided destroying my car on the barricade. I stopped on the barricade this much. Literally this much. My car did not touch that barricade. Because it was not my fault. It was not my intent. It was this person's negligence. How can you be merging onto the highway so fast? You're just merging in. Take your time. This young lady, I was so thankful for her in that moment. And she covered me. She just so happened to have a friend as a cop. The cop showed up. Tow truck was able to pull up, and I took my car to the nearest mechanic that was near the highway. And that same car, it was in such good shape. I was able to fix that problem, repair everything that came up, because when that ball joint disconnected, the whole axle was pulled from underneath. So my car wasn't going anywhere. All right? So you're going to be covered regardless of what. And that car was repaired. I could have gotten a new car. But I said, you know what? I love my baby. So I repaired her. And she was still good to go. She was repaired in tip-top shape. No problems after that. Still had that car, I would say up to 5 years after me repairing that problem. And I was able to sell it. I let the person know that, you know what? These are the issues. I let them know everything that happened to the car. And they were looking for a fixer-upper. And they still purchased the car. It was a great car. But the whole point is, you're going to be covered either way. Whenever you feel like you have nobody you can depend on, you're going to be covered either way. Always being the strong one. Remember, it can create resentment. Resentment for the people that are around you. Resentment for the people that you're caring for. And when you are caring for other people, it is never a good thing to be frustrated or in moments of frustration when you are taking care of other people. Don't let a bad situation make you the monster of that situation. All right? Always stay calm through it all. I could have been irate. I could have been cursing everybody out. That young lady had nothing to do with it. She was a lady, my senior. Beautiful, beautiful older lady. And she was able to take care of me in that moment. I could have called up a few people. But God said, no, I got you, girl. I got you. Relax. It's okay. Relax. And I had just left a job that I was taking care of teens. So that was back then. I don't do that anymore because that can definitely take a toll on you as well. It is a very rewarding career, but I know God has always been moving me in direction of caring and getting the lessons along the way. So I just want you to remember, even the well must drink water. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So you have to take the time to recharge so that you can do the job that you are intended to do successfully, calmly, and in your best state of mind. Spiritual depletion is a real thing. And if you do not take the time to recharge, you can bring harm to others. You don't want to do that and bring that problem on yourself. Now, if you guys have seen there's a video that's been going out where there's a oil refilling robot. And if you have seen that video, you see the robot just keep pulling oil onto itself, keep bringing itself, recharging itself, keeping itself going. It's self-sustaining. Okay? If you have seen that robot, just put a heart in the chat. Let me know if you've seen that video with that oil filling robot. So the robot just keep refilling itself. And as you see, over time, it's in a museum, if I'm not mistaken. It's in a museum, and it is designed to keep pulling the oil back, the engine oil, back into its own, how can we say it? We'll just say body. and it keeps refueling itself. And as you see that video, it extends to over time that robot is starting to burn its own energy. Even though it's still refueling, it's still pulling. So this is you running on autopilot. It's never good to be operating on autopilot, because eventually you do burn out. And then you burning yourself out will or can cause harm to the people that you're caring for. Okay? And left untreated, this can harm your purpose or your well-being. So don't ever put yourself in that position, or in a position that you're causing harm to yourself, your growth, your purpose, or causing harm to the people that you're caring for. They don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. And even if you have a moment of mistake, remember, you are human. Take the time to collect yourself. Take a step back so that you can recoup and assess the situation so that you can find a better solution. So we are not robots that we're going to just keep on going. We're not going to keep on going. We can't keep on going. We have the energy to, yes, but that energy, after a while, you're going to start feeling tired. So you got to find the time and ways to recharge yourself so that you can be your best self. And some of the best ways is finding the role of community and mutual support. And I know when you are a healer, there's not a lot of spaces like that, but we have to find those spaces. Remember, healers need safe spaces too. Whether it is a trusted friend, a support group, or mentor. And I want you to know and understand the importance of reciprocal relationships. Being poured into as well as being poured out. Meaning that you should be able to bring your problems to other people to see if you can find a solution besides the one that you have in your head. And even though they are pouring into you, you should be able to pour out some of the stress on your shoulders onto them. And when I say pour out, meaning you're not throwing everything at them like how they're doing to you. Meaning that you are able to de-stress, you are able to vent, have a vent session with your friend. If you don't have a friend, guess what? There's a lot of these apps that you can utilize, that you're able to, how can we say, these support apps that you're able to utilize and put your questions in to get other input besides the input and the thoughts that you have in your head. Remember, no man is an island. You do have to release some of the stress off of yourself, whether through your friends, whether through a group. There's lots of support groups out there. You can just simply look it up online and find the support group that best works for you. And if you have joined one and the energies that are in that space aren't beneficial for you, guess what? You don't have to stay in that space. Find a different one. I know sometimes it will feel like you bouncing from this space or this group or this support group is, how can we say it? Is you running from the problems, or you just wanted to appease your problems with the people that help you appease the problem. No, you are pretty much finding something that resonates with your soul. If you are moving from that space, it just means that that space, those people, those energies does not resonate with your soul. And I don't want you to worry, because you are going to find your peoples. You are going to find your group. You are going to find your space. no matter what. But you have to do the self-work to know if those are your peoples or if that's your space. Without you doing the work on yourself, you will not know what is for you or what is not for you. So being poured into, as well as you pouring out the stress that you have on your shoulders or vent sessions, it is equally important. I understand that healing in community is powerful and it is necessary. But I know a lot of healers don't always have that space or that the community. But there's a lot of online forums that you can, if you're shy, you can just jump in and observe. I know there's a lot of people on here, you guys are just observing, and I'm okay with that. Sometimes you're just listening to see if that message click or resonate with your soul. So just remember, even if it is a space where you can absorb positive energy. So earlier I talked about the energetic vampires. I know that's what they're doing. So that's why it does not bother me. But if you're bringing negativity, if you are bringing nothing but a heavy weight in that space that I'm creating, that means you got to assess yourself. I'm going to give you a timeout. You can go take a timeout, do what you need to do. This is not the space for you right now until you realize I'm not here for the tomfoolery. I'm not here for the BS. Don't bring that BS here to taint these people that I'm trying to give good energy and positive energy to. I love you because I love everybody. That's just who I am. I give love to everyone. But I do have the right to say this energy is not for you currently. Until you understand that you cannot bring negativity and, how can we say, you cannot bring bad intentions. That's what I'm looking for. Do not bring bad intentions in this space. And if you bring bad intentions in this space, you got to take a break until you realize, don't bring it here. Don't bring that nonsense here. If you're going to come, you're going to enjoy, come and enjoy the positivity. Nobody's perfect. And I don't expect anyone to be perfect. But I expect you to want to have positive and good intentions once you approach my space. Remember that I give love to anyone that crosses my path. Each and every one of you, I'm giving you nothing but love. And if no one has told you they love you for the good that you've done for them, they have loved you for the care that you give to them, I'm telling you that because I know it's needed and I know it needs to be heard, because that's what energizes your soul. And if you don't have anyone around that's going to do that for you, guess what? Find a space or find the type of people that will give that to you. But I also want you to be cautious. There's a lot of pretenders out there. My soul and my energy does not resonate with pretenders. And once you bring the fakeness and the deception, guess what? I am going to notice it right away. And for me, so I don't push people away every second because I can sense these things, I take the time to listen. I take the time to observe. Because I know not everyone is in a healing space. It takes some people time to reach that healing space. And sometimes it takes for them to connect with people that enjoy healing, for them to understand that it's okay to do the right thing. It's okay to make some positive connections because they have been engulfed in negative energies their whole life. Whether it's their parents that keep passing down that same cycle, Whether it's their friends, because they're used to having that in their household growing up. Now they make connections with those type of friends, and it resonates with their soul in that moment. They will not make the connection that that's not what they need to stay in, or that's what they have to stay in, unless they meet or have the connection with someone that has a positive soul, positive mindset. So I have no problem giving that to you guys, because I know how to recharge. I just had to recharge this weekend. I'm the person that's always on top of stuff. I like to make sure everything is to the T, cross my T's, dot my I's. I'm like on top of stuff. I'm always on time. But there's times where spirit is like, you're moving too fast. Pink, take a break. Take a break. This weekend was one of those moments. Yesterday was one of those moments. And I didn't create what I needed to create until the appointed time, which was overnight, where all the energies were calm. Because you're constantly moving, you're constantly going. During the night is where things are calm. And the spirit is like, listen, you don't need to sleep right now. This is what I need you to do. I'm okay with that. I didn't fall asleep until like 3 a.m. just working on these projects because I was taking care of other things. And I feel full of energy and recharge. You have some people, their energy only require 2 to 3 hours of sleep. Don't make it a habit now, because then your body is only going to be used to sleeping 2 to 3 hours. So we're going to go into some spiritual maintenance. All right. So prayer, silence, meditation, worship, and these are the things that nourish your soul. Find sacred practices that do not teach, but feed your soul. Take a walk in nature. Do whatever you need to do. A few self-care practices that we can focus on is daily emotional check-ins. Create sacred boundaries so you have time to recharge. Understand the difference between your calling or your compulsion to help. Schedule unwind days. Time to rest, time to sleep, time to take a walk, time to simply just be. Find creative expression through art, music, dance. Focus on bringing out your inner child, the things that make you happy, the things that make you laugh. Those type of creative expressions. Affirmations or journaling. Speak life into yourself. Write life into yourself. Find spiritual retreats such as nature activities. Nature walks are my favorite. Camping, hiking, I love it all. If it has to do with nature, I will do it. Taking a walk on the beach, the sound of the ocean, the birds, the sand between your toes. Find whatever you need to do to create some self-care practices so that you can recharge and take care of the people that you love. If you need to find therapy or counseling, don't think that it's not for you. If you need to reach out to that level, then you do so, and don't be afraid to do so. I want to thank you guys for joining my live. I want to close with this saying and mantra. I am allowed to receive. I am worthy of rest. Repeat with me. I am allowed to receive. I am worthy of rest. You are human and you deserve peace too. The same peace that you give everyone else, you deserve that. You deserve that peace. I want you to remember that when life gets rough, when things get tough, everybody's coming to you with all their problems. Know you are a healer, but know that you need to be healed too. So repeat with me. I am allowed to receive. I am worthy of rest. I am allowed to receive. I am worthy of rest. I am going to end with one scripture. And this one is for the people that have been feeling lonely. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So I want you to remember, God is with you. Spirit is with you. Your ancestors are with you, no matter what you're going through. Sometimes they give the toughest soldiers these battles so that they know they are capable of withstanding. But even though you are capable of withstanding, remember, you deserve to recharge too. Until next time, know that we are one body of ocean flowing on different ways.